Up,
Okay,
it's
we are
being live
live.
streamed. Yes.
We are live. Good morning, everyone. This is Korinne Carpino.
Good morning, everyone. This is Terry Jones.
And today on Explore Mixed Media, we are going to do botanical prints on the gel plate and continue with our exploration this month. And our expression of gratitude today is going to be gratitude through nature. Good morning, Laurie.
Good
Hi,
morning,
sorry I'm a little
Lori.
late.
So I've got a couple of gel plates. I've got some botanicals from the garden, and luckily we still have some in Florida. If you don't have botanicals from your garden or your neighborhood, you can always get some botanicals at the market. I know where I shop, they have for $4 you can just get a
Get the
handful. You
fern.
get ferns or eucalyptus leaves or whatever they have. Um, so we're going to do it today. I'm going to show how I use a little bit of open medium with my paint and do something a little bit different. But we're all going to do botanicals. So we're going to
Okay.
use some of the backgrounds we already had or that we made for this. And let's see. I really want to talk as we do this about composition and about thinking backwards, about how this is going to show on our background and how we create a pleasing composition with our botanicals.
Great.
So we can either tear these up and use them in collage, or we may end up with a nice print that's frameable. So, okay, cameras down, ladies.
Yes.
Cameras down. Okay, here I go.
All right. So I have two plates. I have my I think this is like 8 by 10 or 9 by
Looks like
12.
an 8 by
And then
10.
then I also have this skinny little 5 by something 12. Because I'm going to make some larger prints and some smaller ones. I have some paper, background paper this size, so I can use that in my smaller collages.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I do a lot of smaller work, so I don't need huge botanicals. And I got some of this bleeding heart vine, which I absolutely love to print with.
Oh, that's
Um,
luscious.
yeah, it is great. And the
Beautiful.
leaves are very textured on the background. So when you look for your botanicals, you want something that you're going to be able to lay pretty flat on your paper. You don't want things that are too lumpy. And you want things that have, you want botanicals that have nice texture on the back of the leaves because we're putting the back of the leaves down because they generally have more texture than the front. So today I have some grapevine because heaven knows it grows all over the place here. And I have some ferns and I have some grasses and I have some stuff from shrubs that are make interesting things. And I have this vine, I have no idea what it is. It grows all over the place. Um, and it's very invasive, but it has great texture on the back of the leaves. So,
Yeah.
and Terry, I see you have some nice fall leaves there.
Yeah, I have some nice fall leaves, and I want to remind people that when these leaves are brown and on the ground, you can put a mixture of glycerin and water and you can soak them in, and then they will become kind of pliable like this one after a while. These are
Oh,
kind
what
of
was that
fresh
again, Terry? Glycerin and water?
glycerin and water and soak them for about a day and then
Yep.
pull them out and then put them between like wax paper or something and weigh them down and then
Mm-hmm.
let them completely, they have to be almost dry when you put them between the wax paper, but then they end up, this one's been done that way. This is a fern, and I've been able to use this for a bunch of different pieces, and it still looks pretty good. So
Whoops. And
that's,
Terry, have you tried just laying them between book pages and weighing, I
I
mean,
have
between
done
like
that
paper and weighing them
too. I
down?
just find that they crumble a lot.
Okay.
And if you pre-soak them with the glycerin, they
Mm-hmm.
seem to have more strength. The other thing that
Great.
I find is if I just use them right away when they're still wet,
Right.
the acrylic preserves them. you know,
Right. You
Yes.
can use them for a couple of
you
days
can use
or
them for a couple of days.
so is
And
that a mixture of like 50% glycerin,
it's
50% water?
actually no, glycerin is really like syrup. It's like corn
Right.
syrup. So it's like
Right.
I usually do 4 to 1, like 4 to 1.
Okay. So I have this pure vegetable
Yep, that's
glycerin.
it. That's it.
Okay. Good.
That's
I'll
what you
try that.
do. Try it. But you have to let them soak overnight so they get some of the glycerin in. And I found I
Okay.
can still do it if the leaves are already brown and on the ground. So,
Cool. So I put out some, I'm putting using dark colors. This is Quin Violet, and I put out some Payne's Gray, and I'm going to use my, oh, and these are Nova paints, so there's a little bit thinner already. I'm going to use some open medium with both, and it's about a third of open medium to your paint. And I'm just going to mix them up and I'm going to use them.
okay, and
So
I'm going to concentrate on what I call registering some pieces because I have these
good.
pieces that already have a background on it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to concentrate on registering the pieces and then doing making sure that I get the what I call the ghost print on it too. So what
Right.
you're going to see me do right now is grab a couple pieces. This is a very weird size. I think this is my 11 by 9 or 9 by 11. It's a very weird size. So I'm going to register it. And so why I register it beforehand is I want the image to the ghost image to give me a little bit of more texture in my piece. So that's why I'm doing it. And how I register it is I just make sure I just put it down on the clean plate and use a piece of tape. So that's what I'm doing.
Yep,
Okay.
that's the easiest way, I think. I mean, you can buy the tools, but
Oh,
you
I know.
have
Yeah.
what you need, I think.
Right. I think it's all that you need.
Okay. So I'm getting a nice even layer on the plate. You don't really need to press down on the brayer. You can just kind of hold it in your hand and let it slide.
Right.
Um, and I'm using some purple and some of the Payne's Gray. I have a yellow background. So my background has a lighter area in it. This was made with a combination of stencil and I think some texture plates. So when I put it down, that light area is going to be on the right hand side. So I have to think
Mhm.
about where do I want my flower? And I know I want my flower to end up in the lighter area. So I'm
Right.
going to have to work backwards. So my flowers need to go up in the right, near the right. And I want to push these down in and kind of arrange the leaves. You can, as I call it, edit your botanicals if you need to move anything around or cut some of the stuff off so that it lays where you want it. And I'm just going to get this piece of paper. Well, first thing I'm going to do is get rid of that background. So I want I want the ghost as, or the positive print, but the ghost. And so I'm just going to take some wet strength tissue paper. This is a brand that I'm not really fond of, but it will do the job. It is almost like deli paper. And because I'm using open paint, I'm going to get several negative prints off of this. So I'm just going to push down around all of the leaves and around the flowers. And sometimes I may want the negative on my background, depending on what my background is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get that off. And I'm going to do this once again. So I have this lovely negative print. And because this
That's
paper is
beautiful.
so nuts, because the paper is so thin, I could put it over something else to show through.
Right.
I'm going to set that aside to dry
Okay.
and grab another piece of that paper and just try to get the rest of this paint off the plate. But I want the impression of the flower and the leaves. And I
Okay. And
don't really, I want my plate to be clean, except for that impression. So I don't get all of this, I don't want the grungy look on the background.
right. And I'm just doing kind of somewhat similar, but backwards. And that makes
Yeah.
any sense. I'm just putting 3 elements in here. And I'm going to take mine, and what I do now is I'm going to do the same thing as you did, but I'm looking for the negative. So I
Right.
want so as I really work with these ferns are difficult. You have to get kind of in between all of the little places, and I may have inadvertently put my fur piece wrong, but hey, there's nothing is wrong. It just kind of worked, whatever, however. Okay, and then because it's registered, when I pull it off, what I'm going to get is this extra thing. Now I could, if I want, like if I want, I can go and try to see what happens if I take a second print out of this, because there's still a lot already on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see what happens, that if I already have something ready to go, I can take the second print on a background, and this is what I get, which is really kind of fun.
It
Yep.
is.
And
And it
then
looks
I'm going
very cool.
and then I'm going to pull this off. Now this one is what I call whisper fingers that I do, because I just want to lightly go down like this. I don't want to rub it really hard because I still have stuff in it, but you can see now that I'm going to have, that'll dry and I can pull that image off. But this ends up with all of the little veins and leaves in it, so that I get some contrast in my piece here, which I love. So I'm going over with that, letting it dry. And then I'm going to have to let this dry.
Okay, so because I'm using the open medium, here's my first pull. Got a little paint up there, but
Really
that's
making it.
very nice. I got lots of texture in here, but
Oh,
I still have some paint on the plate and it is still wet because of the open medium. So I can pull that on something. What's it going to be? It's going to be very light, but here's a background that's pretty light. And this is on tissue paper. Whoops, don't do that. So now I'll let this sit for a minute and really pull up the
really
rest of the
pull it
paint
up.
off
Very
that
pretty.
plate.
Very pretty. I love the way that.
Pretty?
Yeah,
That
that
is
That's
looks
like one of
really
my
pretty what happened.
favorite, it's one of my favorite plants to play with.
It is favorite. And I cheated and I just decided I could feel that my paint was still really wet. So why wait
Hmm.
for it to dry? I just grabbed another piece of um, paper that had tissue paper, and I'm going to wait for it to dry the rest of the way and then
And
pull
then
it.
yep, I didn't show, this was the second negative pull I
Oh,
did off
that's
the plate.
beautiful.
And I like this even better than the first one because I do like the other texture that it pulled.
Yeah, yeah, I love that.
And I like how it's got darker around some of the flower elements. I really think I can do something with this. So let's see.
well, I started out with several of my botanicals on the plate, and then I was pulling on some of my roll-off sheets that I've saved.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a
And
good thing.
kind of warm up my plate a little bit because I haven't used it in a little while. And it came out okay. I have a ghost print left here after the first two. One of them didn't come out at all. It didn't look good. You guys were talking, I didn't want to interrupt, but it didn't look very good at all. So I just set it aside. I can still do layers on top of it, but I'm going to pull this ghost print. And then I'm going to try something else that's a little different from what you guys are doing. It's like way different.
Oh,
Good.
good.
I have a bunch of these image transfer sheets. I'm going to try to put
Uh-huh.
some of that down and see.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
All
Well,
right. So I got the second pull, which is really subtle, but what I'm thinking with this,
oh,
um,
wonderful.
what I'm thinking with
That's
this is that,
beautiful.
as we're building layers, to put another positive print on top of it and, really have that layered effect.
Well, and I'm going to go back again and work on seeing about getting this kind of
All
working,
right.
this next side working a little bit. I love, this is like a mountain laurel, I
I'm
think.
gonna clean this.
I love that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So,
Really pretty.
question for you on that. Um, I forgot what I was gonna ask.
It's getting the botanical tidbits off of here.
That looks great. I love that color you're working with there, Terry,
Yeah,
too.
what is
And
that?
that is a combination of that vivid orange
Okay.
and the burnt sienna. So,
Very
but
cool.
and I'm putting it on this kind of funky, whoops,
And I got a
putting it
ghost
on this
print here
kind of
that doesn't
funky
look
All
green
right.
and gold.
I've got this fairly
Oh,
complicated
wow.
background, and I'm thinking, so I spent time earlier this week making texture plates.
Ah,
So you were my inspiration, Terry.
I love it.
And because I remembered what we did at a workshop you taught.
right.
Um, and so I got myself some craft foam, self-adhesive craft foam.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And I did squares, and of course we did the spirals with you. This one's fun. I just took a pen and a circle thing and it made the imprints. What else did I do? I like circles. Can you tell?
Yes, I love
Circles. This
I'm the
is
same way.
this. I love the
triangles.
circles. Yes.
And so you can see the circles in here. You can see the triangles. I used just some corrugated cardboard that I pulled the top off of to make some of the lines in here. Um, and so it was fun when I was just making instead of making just plain backgrounds, to kind of put some texture. This I ended up like it was a clean off of the paint on the plate. And I was like, well, we'll just see how it comes out. So I think that needs something bold on it because
Yes.
it's to really show up. So I'm thinking um maybe some fern, maybe a fern, or I think the grapevine might get lost.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I also have some grasses, but let's see. I was outside picking grasses. That's going to be too tiny. It may just be a big fern. It's a
So
small piece of paper,
this one ended up, it was very wet.
maybe
I probably
two.
should have let it sit a little longer. Wonder if I can re-register it.
So I
So I
think
haven't
I'm
done a
going to.
huge transfer in a long time, but first
Do
shot.
a transfer. Oh, I love that. Is that a big rose in there?
It's a big rose. Here's the
It
Oh
is
wow! Did you do
great.
a magazine transfer?
no, I have printouts. I
Oh,
Yes,
laser
you have
printouts.
fabulous
think I have
printout.
a lot of them on the site already, but if not, I can put them there.
I
Um,
don't have a laser printer is the problem.
oh,
Oh, yeah, I have a laser printer. And when you go to, so if you go and get them and decide you want to go to a shop to do laser print, you have to ask them to take it off the economy mode because
Oh, is that what it's like? We did
that's
that
what,
with one of Charlie's photos, and
uh-huh,
I was unable to transfer it.
right, because they put it on the economy mode.
right.
Oh,
They
And
have them run
so,
it through twice, but good luck going and having somebody run it through twice. They're not
right, yeah.
there for you.
They're not good at that. So here I'm pulling off. Now this one was the one that was the ghost of the ghost. And it had a very um, piece of gold tissue paper under it. So it's very subtle, but it would make a great background in a
yeah,
collage
it's pretty.
where you
It would make
just,
a great like holiday something background, wouldn't it?
yeah, it would make a great holiday background, or it could make, I'm doing some really big collage work, so it could,
Yes.
and it's also see it'll be see-through in places because it's
Oh,
on
that's
the
beautiful. Hey, Terry, did you crinkle them?
Gorgeous.
Did
no.
you crinkle them?
So this was one of our wabi sabi papers that I
Okay.
already had
Ah.
crinkled, but it only had, it was kind of a clean off wabi sabi paper. It only had gold,
Yeah,
bunch of gold patterns on it too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's quite gorgeous.
I
And it's,
love that one. That was yummy.
yeah,
And Ter-
Yes.
and Korinne, that one with all the such shapes on it that you did
it's
from the
very
advance,
yummy.
love that. And when you
I
do a
think
botanical on top of that, it's gonna look really good.
So
I know. Now
now,
this one has just some subtle background in it. So I think I'm gonna pick up this on top of it. I think though, because of the blue and it's transparent, it's gonna come out looking green.
Ooh, that came out pretty cool.
But we'll see.
yeah, I'm not sure about this one. I
That's
think
pretty.
I'm not, well, you think it's pretty? I guess it could be. It could be a really good, again, a nice background with the look of trees running through it. That could work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work. So I can put this off to the side. My favorites so far have been the stuff that's been the kind of the second or third printing of it, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to get
This has a
good.
much more grungy look, but it could be interesting now with a positive, with just the
Right.
impression of the positive and use this for the background.
I
It could be
have a,
very interesting.
I might want to go with something
Uh,
a little
just
darker.
clean the rest of it off. Really get in between those fronds.
Yeah. I'm going to try to do a really dark frond one for the other side of this with the dioxin purple and
Uh-huh.
um, maybe some, it's looking for my paint spray, but I can't
There we
find.
go. So,
No,
Nova Paint, I don't know if you ladies saw it. I don't know if the sale's still on. They had a sale
I saw, yeah, the
25%
Black
off.
Friday sale. I was
Yeah.
thinking of,
Oh, I hope it's still on because I've been looking for that.
yeah,
Yeah. So I ordered all the colors I was running out of that I needed and some
What
new
yeah,
colors to try. Of
What are your
yeah,
favorites?
course, we always need more.
black and white, and we always need more. I always need more. That is so
My
true.
favorite, well, I'm really into the transparent colors all of a sudden, but my all-time favorite is the phthalo turquoise.
Ah,
Yes, they also have one called blue green that I
Yeah, I have blue
adore.
green.
I love the blue green.
Okay, so this,
And here's my big thing.
I
Okay,
think that I need a different background. This is going to get lost on this.
so I'm
So
trying
this already has
for
some
the
leaves and
specific
stuff
back
on it.
on
Let's
it,
put this on here.
on the sides for this,
This
that.
I need a bigger leaf to put something on this.
Um, the bigger leaf coming down. But oh well, I'm gonna go there, I guess.
So the problem with this, of course, is it's addicting and you could do it forever.
right.
So
That
this
I'll
is,
get
one I'm
go.
that
trying to,
is
I'll get going
addictive.
on doing gel prints, and all of a sudden it's 2 hours later. I'm like,
I
oh,
know.
Oh, I can totally get
That's what
lost in
happens with
it.
me too. I'm just like so now my problem is that I want to get the negative, but I don't want oh wow, that was fun. Look at that one.
very
Woo!
nice.
Very purple and gold.
This looks like Christmas trees.
It does look like Christmas trees, but
That's another
I'm
layer,
gonna
and we'll
have
see
to
what the
take
next one does.
another one of these. What do I have? Put something on. Can I do this? Let's see what happens with this.
So I still have some on here. I can let it dry and pull it. It's not a lot. Or you can let it dry. Um, or if it does dry, and you want to pull it as just whatever's left on the plate, you can also use fluid matte medium and just roll that over it, nice thin coat, put your paper down, and it will pick up what's left.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now
But I'm just going to use my pickup sheet and see if I can't just clean this off.
this is a weird
Okay.
one that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to save the middle of it because I want the middle for somewhere else.
Uh-huh.
So I took out the edges and let them give me the ghost print. But then
Oh,
I
Mhm.
have that,
Marie, I love those colors.
Ooh, that's gorgeous.
isn't that
What colors are you using there?
that was a copper and a green and see I want this for
Okay.
whoa now I've lost where I want that for. I wanted that for just right here. I just, I had this little piece here and I'm thinking I want a kind of a pot, the big ghost image for this.
Yeah.
And did it work? Yes.
Yeah, that looks nice.
See,
That's
that's what I
beautiful.
wanted.
Love
Yo.
that.
That's dioxin purple.
Okay.
And now, do I want to just give more? Oh, no, I like that just like this. So when so right now I'm using these papers that are, um, I'm using the edges because the papers were on a bigger plate.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just pulling off a little bit of extra stuff, but I guess I didn't get enough there. So I'm gonna just clean this off with another color and just pull it as it is. Just because it's also got a lot of interesting stuff here, you know? I
Mm-hmm.
hate, and this is when I can also end up with using some of these really great stamps that I made to give it another texture. And
Well,
then,
what I have to make myself some more wabi sabi paper.
Oh, that's a good point, Terry. Now, where did I just put those down?
yes, it
I hate
really,
when I lose things right in front of me.
same here. I've got
Um,
all of this paper to be done on this one, and then I can't find it.
but I can turn around, if I just want to take the
Yeah,
positive, I can turn around and
yeah,
just push this texture plate down right over even the,
yes.
whoa, I
Oh,
didn't
except
expect it
for,
to come. That one came up, but um, let's see, maybe I shouldn't try to go over the plant.
well,
I
one
can,
never knows.
I can
Why,
get,
why not? Where's our time? Oh,
I don't
guys,
know.
I hate to say this, but
Are we really
we
at
are
time?
really,
See
we
what
are
happened?
really,
See what
At
happened?
time.
we're about that time. We could go for another 5 minutes, maybe.
Okay,
I'm
let's do
good.
five. Let's go for another 5 minutes.
Why
Okay.
not? I love it.
If I'm gel printing, I could go all day.
I know. Do you actually have a break today where you might be able to breathe and do some gel printing or?
Who, me? No.
Yes, who you?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, I have to
So
take off and go
so do I.
downtown to the gallery.
I have to go to the gallery and I'm decorating a window in the gallery.
Yeah, that's my job today too. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
window decorating 101.
Uh, I'm probably not the greatest at that either, so we'll
Neither
see
am
how that
I, but
goes.
I'm just,
Plus,
it's fun.
we're having a silent auction fundraiser. Our Art League members um painted ornaments, and so we'll put all those out and have a
Uh-huh.
silent auction. We raise money for the children's art camp.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Um,
That's
yeah, to
nice.
buy supplies for the kids.
I love that.
So let's see, there's a negative print. I really didn't get too much of my background stamped though, because I
Okay, so what color did you use? Korinne, I know you said it, but
this is I used a lot of the see if I can read it. Quin Violet.
okay.
There's a little bit
Yeah.
of Payne's gray in here, but a lot of Quin Violet, and those are transparent colors. So, they're reacting with the blue of the paper underneath.
Yeah, they're very pretty. They're
I,
very, very, very,
I tried to
very
pull
pretty.
like goldish orange on a dark background. It kind of worked, but you can't really see it that well.
And this has
I
to still
I
dry a
usually
little
like
bit
tone
more.
on tone.
Yeah.
I'm a big
Yeah,
tone on tone girl. Whoops.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to
The
pull the background off of this and see what I had left underneath.
So you can see from this, I can tell that it's not ready to pull yet, though I
Yeah, I
want
see there's
to.
still a little paint sticking
Yeah,
on your plate
so
there.
I am going to, and I can feel it too. I just was trying to make it work, but I
Mm-hmm.
can't. But I've done lots of really pretty pieces today. I really like
Yes, you have.
them. I really, and they're very metallic-y. Really like that one. This one was really cool.
That's a
So
negative.
we've got plenty of, oh, I was gonna do that. And then I have this one. I did 5 pieces. And then I have this. Oh, I did 7 pieces. How did I do that?
Wow.
And I did because I
Okay.
was already doing them on. Look at that one. Doesn't that just look like rich?
That's
And then
luscious.
this one's
Oh, that is
fun.
luscious. That's a great word.
All right, I'm just gonna pull this last one onto a background, see what we
Okay.
have,
And
and
we'll see
then
what you have.
we'll have to we'll have to call it.
We have to call it.
So this one already has some ghosty kind of stuff in the background, and let's
Uh-huh.
see if we put this print on it, what happens? That's the other thing is remember to pull your greens off in the same order you put them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they smell.
Otherwise, you might smear your paint. So
Yeah.
this
Well,
should
and
it should fit right on
the other
there.
thing with opens, Corinne,
Yeah.
is be careful stacking them. They
Yes.
appear to be wet or they appear to be dry and then they
No,
stick.
they stay wet for much longer.
And so they do this sticky thing that
Yep.
so it's you got to like let them on a drying rack.
Oh yeah, they're all over my room here. They're on every they're on top of every surface
So I
that I
ended
have
up
available.
going to the
Oh, that's
dark
pretty.
side and ordering another one of those. I ordered a drying rack, but instead of it being the 68 or $78 from Amazon, I ordered it from Temu. It's not as nice, but it only has to hold paper, and it was only $38.
I didn't even realize Shimu was still around.
Yeah, it's still there.
Since they stopped sending me the 10 emails a day.
Yeah, well, they
I just
stopped
had to
them.
remove the apps from my phone.
After the tariff changes went into effect, they
Right.
just like everything disappeared
Yeah.
because there was no, there's no de minimis exemptions anymore.
Right now. Yeah, they still have
Uh,
some. I think a lot of the companies, they have this thing they call Temu USA that what
Yeah,
it
okay.
Timu started, what they started doing was somehow they have like a location in the United States for fulfillment and they're able to get around some of it from that.
yeah, that's what
All
they did.
right.
So what they did was they pre-ordered a whole bunch of stuff and then
Uh-huh.
put it in big warehouses and then
So now I have a positive, now I have that
oh,
print
that's
on top of all of
beautiful.
that background.
Oh, Laura,
So
yours
there's
is
like,
beautiful too.
Thank
oh,
you.
Lori, I love that.
I
It's
do. I love it.
beautiful.
Really, after doing how many prints I get one I like.
Okay, and
Sometimes there's just days like that, right?
I'll
this
just
one's just
clean the plate off.
Yeah,
this is
now I
my
want to do like this rose on a dark background. I think that would look cool.
Yeah, that's going to
oh,
be
I think that would
beautiful.
be really
So
pretty.
that's part of the process, right? Exploring like the pieces and what looks good and then determining like what combinations already need to use.
Yeah, I think it's your yeah, I agree. It's color combinations, it's the negative and the positive.
Yeah, it's all of it.
It's all of it.
It's
And
all of
then
it.
for me, what I try to do, because I'll never remember, I'll look at a piece of paper and go, how'd I do that?
Write it
Um,
down.
if I really come up with something I love, I write it down so that I remember the steps.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, have you guys
Uh,
seen the videos where the people paint the leaves?
Yeah,
Yes,
so if you watch here, that's just the negative, what was left on the plate. And that might look interesting layered on top of something.
right.
So who is it? Oh, if you watch Kit Bell
Get
on
that.
YouTube, Kit Bell,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
she does some very interesting layered collages where she will paint in some of the leaves on the different layers as she's putting the paper one on top of the
Uh-huh.
other, so
Uh-huh.
that certain things are highlighted showing through.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very interesting.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm just thinking, I even have this paper that I used to clean off that sheet, and if I layered it over a background, um, I layer it over some color because this paper is going to go transparent. Not that part, but this I might be able to do something with in a
Well,
collage.
and I had one of my students the other day on the very transparent paper. I had them do a solid gel plate print on the other side because
Uh-huh.
so then it is, she wanted it to be yellow. She wanted the flowers themselves to be yellow. And because she didn't have a transparent, she was able to paint on both sides of the paper of one of
Very cool.
the wet strength tissue paper. So you also have that option, you
Yeah.
know.
So I'm looking at this background sheet that I made,
Yeah,
and
nice.
so I'm looking at the same thing. Here's one of my transparent, a better one. Well, here's
Yeah,
one of the transparent papers, and I can layer it over and put them together
yeah.
and get all of this very pretty um,
Stencil,
pattern
yeah, pattern in it.
and showing up underneath it. So lots of options,
Lots of
lots of
options.
options.
Yep.
So, all
Okay.
right, ladies, it is 11:39, and this is just too much fun.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
happens to us. Okay.
Um,
What a Korean next week?
so we have to think about it because next week's Thanksgiving. And maybe we can chat offline because we do need to figure out when we're going to do our Zoom session because it would be Thanksgiving Eve, and that's probably not a great time for people.
Right.
Right.
Not for
Um,
me.
and then I'm not sure about the Friday after Thanksgiving either. So let's message each other and figure that out, and we'll let
Okay.
our members know. And then we'll let our members know.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds like a
Not a
plan.
problem.
Okay, thanks everyone. If you enjoyed this session, please visit our website, exploremixedmedia.com, where there's loads of other resources and free videos, and consider becoming a member. For just $7 a month, you can enjoy a 1 hour private session with us doing a project, as well as one pre-recorded project a month, and of course, all of our Friday YouTubes.
And we have a year's worth of content.
We
Yes.
do.
It's crazy.
So,
And
so
a lot of the projects have two projects in it instead of just
Right.
one
That's
because
true.
some of
right.
us are crazy.
Yeah. So lots there. So thanks so much for joining us today, and we will hopefully see you next week.
Yep.
Okay.
See you
Great.
next
Thanks,
week.
Korinne.
All right.
Bye.